Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, first and foremost, please be seated. Because if you ain't on your feet right now, something wrong. I'm just saying. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here with us on a Thursday evening. Knicks games kind of have us scattered here and there because when the game on, there's nothing more important than watching the game and watching the Knicks do what they do. There will be some things that's going to interest you tonight, and there will definitely be some crowd participation going on tonight. So stay tuned and be a participant. And if you have not already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the show, and let's go.
Good evening, one and all. It's your boy who has been with the Knicks been a Knicks fan since the beginning of time. It's your boy Cornerstone Kev, aka Star Child, aka Shazam. But now you might as well call me have a new nickname, Kevin the Barbarian. I am the other half of the pod couple. Um, Here every Thursday night from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and we're going to present to you the best of Knicks content. I'm so thrilled with what we're going to be talking about tonight, but I'll leave it as a surprise. We have a few surprises for you, and I'm just glad and thankful that all of you guys are here tonight to support us. Um, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please hit that thumbs up button for your boys, and let's have some fun tonight.
Hey fellas, how y'all today?
We are great. We are great. Well, I was doing fine up until you had this person on the other side of the screen here. So
Well, good. Y'all ready to get into some Knicks news?
Yes,
Well,
let's get into some Knicks news.
Absolutely, 100%. Let's do it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
So part of the news today, or the news since the last time we've been together. RJ Barrett had had a 30-point game, hit a game winner,
Yeah, he did.
and the Knicks traded Kevin Knox for Cam Reddish. Which one do you want to get into first? Which one would you like to get into first?
Let's talk about RJ first, because everybody knows the deal with Cam Reddish. I think everybody think they know about Cam Reddish, but let's get into RJ because I think that's impactful and Absolutely. It impacts the whole trade with the Cam Reddish as well. So to your point, Freezy, when we talk about one Mr. RJ Barrett, one Mr. Oh Canada, one Mr. Broadway Bully. You know what I'm saying? All the accolades that you can give to RJ. I am pleased to see the progression in his game as of the last couple games that we've seen him playing. Right. Not only that, I feel like that his teammates are affording him the opportunity to flourish at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I know people give Randall a whole bunch of crap about, not performing the way they think he needs to perform. But I think that it shows a lot of growth and maturity when you realize someone else on your squad has their thing going and you're able to contribute to that. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, I believe RJ is a catalyst in unlocking Mitchell's performance over the last couple of games as well. Don't sleep on that either.
Okay. What about you, Kev? What are you thinking?
What am I thinking
about RJ Barrett and his performance?
What am I thinking? What I'm thinking right now that the sky is definitely going to be the limit for this dude because we are finally he's finally tapping into his potential as a playmaker, and that's all we've asked for him to do. The ball's more in his hands, and we're seeing what he's doing as far as getting to the basket and orchestrating, getting everybody involved. Starting to take those mid-range shots, starting to take the three shots. He now has the ball more in his hands, so the sky's the limit for this kid now, because I think all the rest of his teammates realize that their best chance to win is to let him orchestrate.
How do
Just
you
let
like
him.
his nickname? How do you like his nickname? The nickname going around the garden is Star J. Star J Barrett. How do you like the nickname?
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. He can have whatever nickname he wants. He can have. It could be Blue Magic Barrett. I don't care. I don't care. The guy, I'm starting to really start to be. You see how Mr. One Sergeant Knicks has a jersey of one Obi Toppin.
I thought that was
I'm about to get.
Stoudemire. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm about to
We
get me.
got jokes today.
I'm about to get me a Barrett jersey, because now he's making me more of a believer than what he was last year. I mean, this is a different RJ that I'm seeing right now. It really
So
is.
traditionally, superstars take this step to superstardom from
Mhm.
year
Hmm.
2 to year 3. Do you
Yes.
believe RJ Barrett is taking a Devin Booker type, Donovan Mitchell type leap to superstardom?
Yes. Yes. That's with
Okay.
the capital Y. Yes, he is, because you see it right now. Now, you probably didn't see it in the beginning of the season.
Right.
You did not see it in the beginning of the season, but now you're seeing a different RJ. You're seeing a different RJ who's now orchestrating. He's
Is
literally
this
orchestrating.
G-Man, is this sustainable?
So I would say if we maintain the same style of play, yes. But the Knicks have been historically bad in being able to do that. We find out what works, and then for whatever reason we go away from that. If we're able to maintain this style of play that frees up an RJ to be able to get his game off the way that he's been doing, and people continuously play unselfish and keep the ball moving, the, the ceiling the ceiling is unlimited for RJ to go and do the things that we believe that one Mr. RJ Barrett can do. So to answer your question, Freezy, yes, I believe it's sustainable, but it has to be at the cost of maintaining the same style of play. We can't revert back to allowing people to play ISO basketball for whatever serves their purpose. Now, don't get it twisted. If the situation presents itself and the matchup is favorable for the Knicks, I'm all about it. But do not let that be at the expense of the team winning basketball games with one Mr. RJ Barrett at the helm.
Hmm. Interesting.
But
So are you now okay? So let's transition into Cam, but let me ask a question first, though. I want to ask a question since G-Man went first last time. I want to ask a question of Cornerstone Kev first. So Cornerstone, are you now impressed with the front office's building of a young core? Now let me name the young core to you, right? At point guard, Emmanuel Quickly and Quentin Grimes. At shooting guard, RJ Barrett. I'm sorry, Emmanuel Quickly and Miles McBride at point guard,
Right.
and RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes at two guard. Cam Reddish, Obi Toppin, Jericho Sims, Mitchell Robinson. Are you impressed by this young core now?
yes, I am. The reason why
Okay.
I am impressed is because you have, well, between RJ and Cam Reddish, you have, I don't know if that's not flexibility, I don't know what is. You have two guys that can create, that can shoot the rock, and can create their own shot. Um, and Emmanuel Quickly, you have a guy who can get you get your points, get from 3 point range, and can also he's also starting to drive to the basket and pull back and trying to hit a baby jumper. I'm seeing that. In Grimes, um, frame flame flowing. all around, all over the place, and also applying that that tough D. Mitchell Robinson, and I know we'll get to him, in days ahead, but he's starting to now come into form. And
He had 19 and 9 the other night.
yes, sir, yes, sir. He also dropped weight too, so that's another thing that
Okay.
that I'm starting to really like. And then the other two, Jericho Sims and McBride, their time is coming.
What do you think, G-Man?
So when we talk about the young core with the players that you just laid out, minus a Cam Reddish, I was already impressed, right? My problem was the way that the players were being utilized, and in my opinion, and this is just G-Man's opinion, the lack of capitalizing on that the youth and exuberance, right? So when you add Cam Reddish to the equation, my hope is that that mentality changes to where we want to match youth with youth, and at the same time know where to interject that vet leadership on the floor, right? And then make sure that the vets are on the same page as everybody else. I still need to see this real time. On paper, it looks great, right? On paper, it looks phenomenal, but I need to see this in action on a consistent basis. That's my only, I guess. If I had a trepidation to what's been going on, Kev, do you need me to explain to you what trepidation is? Do you need to hear that, or can I move on?
I know what trepidation means.
Okay. I just want to make sure I don't want to lose you in the sauce.
Trepidation means when you stack turkey on top of ham. Is that what that means?
I know what 5 across the lip looks like.
But
Notice I called you Bubba and not Skillet.
but on the real, I'm comfortable in the young core that we have. I believe in them.
Absolutely.
I just want to see us be able to utilize them at the fullest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So y'all ready for Knicks trivia?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
All right.
No.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Not yet.
Of course, it goes. Of course it goes.
So in 1985, Patrick Ewing was the number 1 overall pick to the New York Knicks. Do you and Kev know who was the Knicks pick in 1985 in the second round?
So Freezy, I think.
But should you no Google? Don't Google either. No Googling.
No.
I know who it is.
I know who it is right here. Here go my hands right here.
So this is what I will ask you. I believe basketball aficionados would know. So I will ask the chat. Chat, can you answer the trivia question?
Okay, let me ask them the question again. So chat.
Okay.
So chat. In 1985, Patrick Ewing was the number 1 overall pick to the New York Knicks. Do you know who the Knicks selected in the second round of the 1985 NBA draft? And don't Google it either. Don't Google it. See, jog your memory. And while you guys come up with answers, we have a new segment, right? So the name of the new segment is, which one? It's called Something or Nothing.
Right.
I am going to ask you guys a question about an upcoming event or an event that just passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you guys to tell me if it's a big deal or if it's nothing, or is it something
or nothing,
or is it nothing?
Gotcha.
Kev, I'm going to start with G-Man. I'm going to start with you first because Kev started the last segment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Recently, Julius Randle scored 2 points in an NBA game, his lowest scoring output since he's been a Knick. Is that something or nothing?
I would say it's nothing, and people would disagree because I think the Knicks fan base has been on this whole, a person makes X amount of money. If you're supposed to be the leader of the team, we expect a certain amount of output from you. Nobody is perfect every day. Let's just go ahead and get that out. So if you tell me Julius Randle only scored 2 points, had 0 rebounds, 0 assists, and didn't contribute anything to the floor of the game, then that would be a problem. But I will tell you this: it's all to do about nothing. That's just allowing Julius Randle haters to be able to talk about Julius Randle, and that sounds strange coming from me, which I want to see Obi get more minutes, right? But not at the expense of jeopardizing what's going on with the team. So to me, Freezy, it's all to do about nothing.
It's nothing. Kev, recently Julius Randle scored 2 points in the game.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, is that something or nothing?
I say it's something in a positive way, because it allowed it allowed RJ to be more of that orchestrator, for the team. And listen, on many occasions, I have been one of Randall's toughest critics as far as him having the ball in his hand all the time. You are seeing a different Randall now, because he's telling, and in this case, we'll talk about RJ. He's giving RJ the ball so that RJ can do what he does, which is orchestrating.
Okay.
So with him scoring 2 points, no, I have no problem with it at all. It could be nothing, but it could be nothing, but it's something to me, because he did other things. He did other things to affect the game.
So it's something.
One of those things. So one of those things, one of those somethings was letting RJ orchestrate.
So it's nothing.
No, it's something.
It's something.
It's something.
Okay.
It's something.
Okay.
It's something in a positive light.
Okay. I get it. So here's question number 2. Recently, Mitchell Robinson had a game where he scored 19 points and had 10 rebounds. Is that something or nothing? Starting with you, Kev.
Oh, it's definitely something, because we've said all along that at least in in the playoffs, if he's not, he would have been a major contributor if he was healthy in the playoffs. It looks like he's healthy now, because he's dropped all that weight. So I think we're seeing now that he's being more fluid. He's grabbing more rebounds and putting them back up there. So yeah, and he's getting blocked shots as well, and being a beast on the defensive end as far as getting those defensive rebounds. So I think it is something.
So it's the beginning of something in your mind.
Is it the beginning of something? See, here's the thing. I've always known that he's had it. He's just never showed it on a consistent basis. I think now he's showing on a consistent basis what he can do. He wants to get paid.
So it's
he
something.
Wants to get paid. So yes, it's definitely something.
So G-Man, recently Mitchell Robinson's had 19 points and 10 rebounds in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that is a blip on the radar or the status quo? Is it something or nothing?
To be honest with you, I feel like it's a lot to do about nothing, and I'm gonna tell you why. And people are all up in their arms like, G-Man lost his mind. What is in that cup he's drinking right now? I'm telling you, that's what they're saying. But imagine this, ladies and gentlemen.
It's TJ Wine. That's what it is. TJ Wine.
TJ Swan, Kev. Come on, man. You're showing your age. You're showing your age right now. You're showing your age right now. But listen, stay with me for 2 seconds, right? If RJ Barrett was not being the RJ Barrett that we see right now, would Mitchell Robinson still be having the same success? I'm just saying. So on a normal clip, people don't look for Mitch in the post to drop the ball off to him to get those high percentage shots that he makes.
Yes.
Right. I'm pleased that the team RJ has enough faith in him to drop the ball off to him down low in the paint, and that makes be Mitch, right? And for whatever reason, I am so happy that Mitch went out. He went to Home Depot on BOGO Tuesday and bought him some hands. And when the ball is dropped off to him, he can catch it and then go execute and score a basket. That's what I'm happy about. You know what I'm saying? So again, I say it's all to do about nothing, because if that thought process from RJ Barrett or anybody else is penetrating in the paint, don't have the foresight to drop the ball off the Mitch, those 19 points are non-existent. It's Mitch's success is predicated on his teammates feeding him the ball and having the confidence for him to be able to capitalize when he gets the chance. I'm just happy that he's able to do that at this point. But again, if his teammates go a different way, what we're talking about right now is non-existent.
Okay. All right. So G-Man, the next, you can start the next one. You can start the third one. Recently, Evan Fournier scored 41 points against the Boston Celtics. Is this something or nothing?
See this right here? It's a big fat goose egg for me. And the Frenchman. I'm gonna Mr. Hip Rider. That's what I call him. So we pay Evan Fournier all this money we did against the Boston Celtics. Now, granted, he has shown improvement in the games subsequent to that. I get it, right? But still, he has not been complacent enough for me right now to say Evan Fournier is going to be this or that. I'm still right now today, Evan Fournier, in my Ron Cleveland voice, this is your captain speaking. Go ahead and put your tray table in the upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened, and you're on the first thing smoking up out of here to wherever the plane is going to go. I'm not even giving you a first class ticket. You got to sit and coach back here by the real bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So every time somebody got to go to the bathroom, they bump you on the way to the bathroom. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Kev. So first of all, G-Man said he's not complacent enough.
I did say that.
I was trying to let it go, but I was like,
he's not complacent enough.
No, you would not.
All right.
No, you would not.
All right. So Kev, so recently Evan Fournier scored 41 points in a game against the Celtics. Is that something or nothing?
Well, okay, so I'm going to take it the other way. I think it's something, because you're starting to see now him being a little bit more fluid with his shot selection. So I think it is something to look forward to. And again, we go back to it's all predicated on how Randall is, getting him the ball pretty much, because it seems like the tandem is him and is Randall and Fournier. And what I like more is that who's ever on the floor, they're starting to look for him more to hit that shot. So and don't get it twisted. I sound like somebody again. I hate sounding like him, but don't get it twisted. He'll never be the defensive person that we want him to be. But he still is. We still need his point production. So
when we can get it.
When we can get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So follow me on this. Jerry and Grant, Kristaps Porzingis, Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox have all been Knicks first round picks in recent memory, and none are on with the team right now.
Right.
Is this trend something or nothing, Kev? Jerry and Grant, Kristaps Porzingis, Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox are all recent first-round picks of the New York Knicks, and none are with the team right now. Is this an issue? Is this something? Or is this nothing?
Well, it's something because it shows how the front office had major malpractice pretty much. Um Maybe not KP per se, but the other guys, yeah. Let's be real. The pick for with Knox should have been like a Mikal Bridges. The pick for Frank Ntilikina should have been a Donovan Mitchell.
Wait a
Um,
minute. Frank. Okay, never mind.
um, yeah, I'm a Frank fan, but let's be real. Donovan Mitchell would have served us, would have served us better than Frank would have. Donovan Mitchell still would have been here.
Okay.
All right. Jerry and Grant, that's a strange one because number one, I think he's out of the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of the league. So, and that was all.
He looked the part
Post.
though. He was a great athlete. He was fast.
He looked the part.
Yeah, he looked the part. It just
Didn't pan out.
He was just like a shrunken down Obi in a way, where he's a great athlete, really smart kid. You know what I'm saying? Dunk contest participant type dude. And it just didn't work,
Yeah. Are you poking the bear?
No, I'm just trying to stay out of it. I'm just trying to stay out of it. I'm staying out of it.
I could think. I'm not.
All right. So G-Man, Jerry and Grant, Kristaps Porzingis, Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox are all recent first-round picks of the New York Knicks, and none are with the Knicks anymore. Is this something to be aware of? It's like, maybe the other Knicks first-round picks should be on guard also. Or is it nothing? He froze.
Is he?
He froze.
I think he is frozen.
Yeah, he froze.
He is right. Because when he's like this, it's like I was doing like this and everything. He was
Yeah, there he is.
My fault. My bad.
Your fault.
My bad.
Let me ask a question.
Ask a question again, please.
So Jerry and Grant.
Yep.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Yep.
Frank Ntilikina. Kevin Knox were all recent first-round picks of the Knicks, and none are with the Knicks anymore. Is this something to be concerned about? Maybe should we consider, are we, fearing that RJ Barrett and Obi Toppin are next? Quentin Grimes, are they next? Is that something, or is it nothing to be concerned about?
Oh, it's definitely something to be concerned about because trends tell you that the past front office may have reacted in an aggressive way. Maybe people could make that argument, but the Knicks historically have had a problem with allowing the talent they draft to be able to develop. So number one, we don't have a development plan. That's number one. So here we are right now. I fully expect, and this is crazy. This is gonna sound crazy coming from G-Man, who is one of Obi's number one fan. But I don't expect for Obi Toppin to be a New York Knicks 2 years from now. I really don't. I don't, because I look at the way that the guys that we talk about that have been drafted, number ones. I think that RJ is submitting his position with the franchise right now, and I'm happy for him. But from an Obi Toppin standpoint, I don't see him here in 2 years' time. I see him someplace else.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's sad because I think that we Knicks fans have a habit of looking at other players on other teams and thinking how they could make our franchise better. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, just because someone performs well in another organization, when you bring them here, it does not mean that they perform well in the Garden under the bright lights and the pressure of playing in Madison Square Garden.
What is it about playing in Madison Square Garden?
Kev,
compared to everybody else?
Kev.
Just
Did
ask
you
a
read it?
question.
Did you read the email?
I did not.
Okay. All right.
And I told you I did not read the email.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, Kev, so I'm sorry, G-Man. Recently, RJ Barrett hit a game winner on the Boston Celtics.
He did.
And in real time, we thought that this may be one of the greatest shots that we've ever seen from a Knick, or not ever, but seen in recent memory.
Recent time, yeah.
Was the RJ Barrett game winner something or nothing?
I think it was something from the standpoint of it gives your teammates the confidence in feeding you the basketball and let you start to, live or get your game off the way that the way that you're comfortable in playing your game, right? So when moments like that happen, I believe that it opens people's eyes up and say, well, maybe we've been sleeping on RJ for a minute. Let's give him the ball and see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? And not, 1.5 seconds into, a game that if you miss a shot, you go into overtime, right?
Right.
So, and I told Kev this because we talked immediately after the game, and I said this, Freaky. And
You and Kev.
Me and Kev.
Okay.
We talked, and I told Kev this. I said, now, if this was a wide open three, and RJ had to take this shot, there's a potential for RJ to miss this shot.
Yep.
And that's just based on what I've seen RJ do. But the fact that he made the shot, a contested shot that he was fouled on, he didn't get to shoot.
Over a taller defender.
Exactly.
With 1.5 seconds left. Yeah.
Exactly. So that in itself is a milestone for me. The fact that he had the confidence that, and I got to believe that in that timeout, Tibbs called a play. The play broke down, and RJ found himself with the ball in his hand. I believe that's what happened. I'm just being honest.
So is it something or nothing? Just to clarify,
it's something.
Okay.
It's something because it leads to the performance and players capitulating to RJ Barrett at this point, enabling him to do what he's been doing over the last
Capitulate.
Do I need to tell you about what capitulating is, Kev?
Can you spell it?
I don't need to.
Okay.
Do you need me to explain to you what it is?
You ain't got to explain nothing. Trying to use all these big words,
sure?
man.
I'm just saying.
True. I went to Harvard too, you know.
Me too, Kev. I went to Harvard Middle School.
Listen, I was about to say
In
Harvard
Jersey City.
Harvard online don't count. That don't count.
All right. Kev. So recently, RJ Barrett hit a game winner against the arch rival Boston Celtics with 1.5 seconds on the clock against a taller defender. Is that something or nothing?
Oh, that's definitely something. Because it shows he has stones that he'll take the shot. Absolutely. He'll. Now, I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going into overtime.
Okay.
Because first game of the season, it went into double overtime against these same Celtics.
Right.
So I was looking to go to going into overtime. But he hit the shot.
Okay.
And I told G-Man this, that it's great to be on the other side of that now, because we've always been on the side of someone always hitting a last second. Yeah, we've always been the loser. So it's great to be, the winner this time.
Okay. So you just watched, is it something or nothing? All right, so let's get back to the trivia question. So the trivia question was Pat Ewing was the Knicks' first round pick in 1985. Who was the second round pick in 1985? You guys want to take a guess, or should we Google it?
Oh, I already know who it is. It's
Okay,
John
who is it?
Starks. John Starks.
Bam! Bam!
No,
I already know who this is.
It's
Is
not
Obi
John
Toppin?
No, it was Frank Ntilikina. No, but on the real, and
yeah, I'll let Sergeant answer.
Kev knows as well as I know, it was Gerald Wilkins, and shout out to Sherman M.
Bingo!
He got it as well. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
good job, Sherwin M. Good job, Sherwin
doubt.
M. for answering
No
that.
doubt.
And answered it correctly also. Unless he's talking about Eddie Lee Wilkins. Eddie Lee Wilkins might have been.
Oh my goodness, Eddie E. Wilkins, my lord.
Eddie B.
All right, so we're gonna move on. Just kind of quick right here, just to keep everything with a nice flow. Okay, so we did the Knicks news, we did the Knicks trivia, we did Is It Something or Nothing, and now we have a segment where I'm gonna ask you to predict the future. Ooh. And give me something rock solid that is going to happen, and we are going to consider it a Kev. Check this out.
I like this. That's
Skywalker.
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
Okay. Oh, wait, let me run it one more time. I'm sorry. I had something.
I love it.
You can't mess this up. That boy, look, I love it.
I love it. Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
That's me dunking over you.
Never happened.
All right, that's a pod couple exclusive. It's a slam dunk. So G-Man, give me a rock solid prediction on something you think is going to happen within the next week. Something Knicks related that's guaranteed to happen within the next weeks. A Knicks event that's guaranteed to happen within the next week before the next time we come on. And then that way we can laugh if it's right, and then we can laugh if it's wrong.
If it's wrong. Okay. So I would say, and this is one of those things that's people call it, the 25-meter target, the easy target, the 25-meter target that pops up right in front of your face. Yeah. And you ain't got to be a good marksman to hit 25 meters just right in front of your face, right? I predict that R.J. Barrett will become the de facto leader, number one option of the New York Knicks.
That's bold.
It is.
That is bold.
But look, that's my take, and I'm sticking to it. How about that?
Okay.
When Mr. Broadway, the Broadway bully will be able to get on the floor and exact the things that he wants to see happen. And everybody else is going to have to capitulate to him. I'm in the Mounthosaurus today, if y'all can tell.
Okay. All right.
Can you spell thesauruses?
It's not thesaurus. You're talking about a dinosaur right now.
Yeah.
I said thesaurus.
Yeah, it's next to the T-Rex.
It's next to the Brontosaurus and the T-Rex.
All right. Hey, Kev. So what is your bold prediction, your slam dunk for the upcoming week?
Do you know our defensive rating right now at this point?
No.
I think wherever our defensive rating is now, I think it's going to be risen up a few notches because with the arrival of Cam Reddish.
Okay.
That I think is going to be the reason why I say that is because he's going to move into that starting lineup, and I know this is going to be unpopular, but if Fournier goes to the bench, our defense is going to be
win.
Well, that too. But the thing about it is, Tibbs still likes that's a win. That could be a win. That's a win because I can't see Alex Burks going to the bench. I can't see it.
Okay.
You put Cam Reddish in there with Alex Burks and RJ. That's length right there. That's length. That's length and size. And you don't have to worry about any three of them losing their man.
Okay. Okay.
So I think wherever number we're at right now defensively, I think that's going to be risen up.
Okay. All right. So I got a question for you. All right. So here's my question. So chat, we see that there are a couple statements in the chat that we're going to grab out and talk about. We just want to get through a couple things first, and then we'll grab a couple of statements or questions out of the chat, and we'll speak to those. And we appreciate the fact that y'all participating, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Kev, your earnest feelings about Kevin Knox being traded away for Cam Reddish.
I ain't got none. It had to be done.
Okay.
It had to be done. I wish him the best. Yeah, once a Nick, always a Nick. I think Knox was the victim of years of malpractice that we've always talked about. So, but I wish him the best. I don't know what it's going to work like in Atlanta, but the kid is still. I think this kid can still be a contributor on a team. I don't know, a playoff team, but he can still be a contributor. This isn't a guy where he's not going to have. He's going to have a job somewhere in the NBA.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. G-Man. So what do you think about Kevin Knox being traded away to the Atlanta Hawks for Cam Reddish?
So first and foremost, when I heard Kev talk and he started saying I was a victim of my foolish thinking, immediately the Angela Winbush song popped into my head.
Yeah.
Immediately. But I would say this. I'm happy for Knox for the simple fact that I hope that he is in a place now that he gets to actually participate in what's going on the court. And I wish him all the best. You know what I'm saying? Hate that it took this long for him to be in a situation where that he could kind of thrive, or he has the potential to thrive. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for everything that you've done for the Knicks, Knox, and I wish you all the best. From a Knicks standpoint, that was a no-brainer. You're talking about a dude that does not play hardly ever unless the roster is depleted enough to have him in the game. And that was a catalyst for when we saw one of two things happen. Either the roster was depleted because of health and safety protocols or injuries, or we were just blowing the team out and Tibbs emptied the bench. Those are the only two circumstances in which you saw Kevin Knox play.
Yep.
So that trade, go ahead.
Okay. So where would you rank Kevin Knox as an all-time Knicks draft pick? Is he one of the worst draft picks that you've ever seen from the Knicks?
So
would you rank him that bad, or
no.
do you think he just got a raw deal?
No. I believe that the Kevin Knox deal, along with a few select others, just got a bad rap. They were misrepresented, mismanaged, and then that was a catalyst to how they were handled moving forward into the progressive seasons. Because you got to remember, Kevin Knox, just like R.J. Barrett, at one point, the coaches came in and said, everything that you're doing shooting-wise is wrong. Do this, do that. And they were totally outside of their mind. So then he had to take the time to go back and fix what somebody else mucked up. And he had the opportunity to be on the court to be able to do that. Kevin Knox and I had the opportunity. So, and this is why I say I'm glad that Knox finds himself in a predicament right now to where he can show, either show and prove, right?
Yeah.
Either you can show what the Knicks missed out on because they didn't manage you properly, or the people that talked about you when you were in New York were exactly right. One of those two things. It just depends on how he's managed in Atlanta. But I think in Atlanta, at least, he gets an opportunity to show his skill set.
And the spotlight isn't on as well.
No. It's not. I mean, playing in Madison Square Garden, playing for the Knicks, that's totally different.
Mhm.
That's a whole different animal, right?
Mhm.
So if you're not box office every night, then you are subject to be at the end of the bench riding the bicycle the rest of the game with nobody looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, do you believe Cam Reddish is the guy that's going to turn around the fortunes of these New York Knicks? And guys, I'm gonna jump in on this one too because I have an opinion about it. So okay. I'm gonna jump in after y'all.
So I'm gonna say this, Fraser. And again, I love the Cam Reddish signing. I do. I absolutely
the trade.
Love the trade. I'm sorry, the trade. I absolutely love the trade. I love it. I love it. So before I get to answer that question, ladies and gentlemen, if you're up in here and you listen to this great new content, please go ahead and hit that like button. There's 106 people in here watching. We only got 52 likes. So if you like this content that you see up here, please go ahead and beat that like button up.
And let's be real. They're here to see me. They're not here to see you. They're here to see me.
Right? They was just looking at the top of your head, Kev.
That's all, because you all down here like this right here.
Yeah.
It looked like you're nodding off. I thought I was supposed to be the old guy. It's like you here, head just dipping, like, oh. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, leave it alone.
I'm gonna leave that alone. But to answer your question, Freezy, I love the trade for Cam Reddish. My concern is how is Cam going to be managed in the roster that we currently have, because we've seen over the course of the last couple games that I believe the Knicks have figured out something in the way that the scheme is being managed right now, to where we're being successful. Now, granted, people will say, well, you got to look at the opponents that we're playing. They're depleted. They're this, they're that, they're the third. You play who's available on the court. I don't care who's available, who's not, right? Because we are also depleted in certain aspects of our roster as well. I think that if Cam comes in and he's managed properly, he could definitely be a catalyst into elevating the Knicks game plan. This I believe. But also that we have to figure out what that chemistry is going to be. We know Cam and RJ are going to click. But one thing out of all the takes that I listened to today, what people did not talk about was how does a Julius Randle react to the acquisition of a Cam Reddish?
All right.
So Kev, so do you think Cam Reddish is the piece that is going to turn this franchise around?
Yes, I do. The reason why I say that is with the starting five, now you have length and you have girth there as well. Our starting five is just gonna take off. I really believe that. And what G-Man was saying about he questions, what the chemistry will be between him and Randall. Randall is already making it known that he's going to be what's the word for it? He'll be able to click with everyone on that starting five.
Okay.
All right. So he's not going to have a problem with Cam Reddish. He's just going to find out where his sweet spots are and make sure that he gets there. That's it. He's not going to have a problem. G-Man, he's not going to have a problem fitting in. He's not.
So let me make sure I understand what you just said. What I thought I heard you say, number one, is you expect for Cam Reddish to be in the starting five. Is that accurate?
Yes.
So whose spot is he taking?
Oh, we've talked about this.
We did.
We talked about this earlier this morning.
We did. But now
you didn't even know. Hey, Uncle Freeze, he didn't even know what was going on when I called him.
I didn't.
What did he say? What's going on? Hey,
yeah,
what's going on?
He didn't know. He didn't have a clue.
I didn't.
He had no clue. And then when I told him, he almost dropped the phone.
Right, you're right, but that's neither here nor there. So don't try to run away from my question. So
Okay,
my question is,
so G-Man, let me do my thing on the. Let me stay on the top on this thing first, and then we
okay,
can jump to that just real
yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
All right, so my take on the Cam Reddish thing is I think the front office stole a Paul George type player
Yes.
away from the Atlanta
They
Hawks,
sure did.
right?
Absolutely.
And so while everybody that comes along is not going to be a Paul George, but if you can get somebody that can do Paul George type things for your team during the game, including guard, big point guard. Like I'm comfortable watching Cam Reddish guard Malcolm Brogdon, LaMelo Ball,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Smaller, quicker jitterbug guards, maybe not so much, but big guards, I could see Cam Reddish being switched on them comfortably, and the defense not having to scramble, right?
Mhm.
The other thing is in an offense where a point guard dominates the ball and picks and chooses who he wants to score, some guys get left out sometimes. And I think that's what happened to Cam Reddish with Trae Young. While Trae Young is a great point guard, what is Kev doing? Is Kev clipping his fingernails?
No, I'm not
He,
taking my fingernails.
no, his toenails, Freezy.
Oh, my bad.
I'm a busy dude.
I'm
a
sorry.
busy dude.
I'm sorry about interrupting, man. But I think Cam Reddish in an offense that passes the ball freely,
yes,
is going to blow up, Kev. I'm thinking this dude is going to be
I agree.
a Paul George type dude. I think him going to Atlanta was unfortunate, but like other people that we've seen, the first team may not be your best team. Sometimes you go somewhere and you don't fit.
Yeah.
And you try to figure it out with your first team because you don't pick your first team. The first team picks you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so sometimes it's not a fit. Cam Reddish here, he's the only legit athletic small forward on the roster. You feel me?
Yeah.
He's the only person that legit can back up Fournier, RJ, and Julius.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so what that means is he can constantly be on the floor.
Yes.
In multiple situations.
Yes.
Because he gives Thibodeau the flexibility offensively to play the two guard, the small forward, and some power forward. Don't get carried away with him at the power forward. But he can play a little bit of small ball for a little tiny little drop, little drop in the cup, a little teeny bit. But don't get carried away. And he can do some primary ball handling duties. But don't think he the point. No. He's not a point guard.
No.
But he can do primary ball handling like RJ some. You know what I'm saying? And so he can play someone, definitely 2, definitely 3, a drop of 4, defend big 1s, all 2s, all 3s, and small ball 4s. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what that does is it gives Tibbs the defensive flexibility too. Where if Tibbs just wants to go out with a flat out death lineup, like a Death Star lineup, now he can go out there with a Mitch, a Cam, a RJ, a Grimes, and a McBride. And just like, hey, hold these boys scoreless for the next 90 seconds.
Come on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So think about what the defense that Grimes and McBride give you. Think about the defense that RJ and Cam can give you along with Mitch. He's like, yo, all I want you to do is just hold these boys scoreless for the next 45 seconds.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Little death lineup, right? So you get that flexibility. Now, what that also does is when somebody is health and safety protocol or they shot not going, instead of forcing a square peg in a round hole.
Yep.
You like just, hey, get your butt over there and sit down. And now you got Cam and RJ together. Like if Evan Fournier shot ain't going, you can play RJ and Cam.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
If RJ shot ain't going, you could play Fournier and Cam. If Cam shot ain't going, you could play Fournier and RJ. Now instead of forcing, I'm sorry, go ahead, Kev.
No, I was gonna say, and not have to worry about a drop off on defense.
Right.
At all.
Right. So it gives you the flexibility, right, to do a lot of things. If you're a Knicks fan right now, you better be excited. Right. If you're a Knicks fan right now, you better be excited.
Exactly.
Right? Because the front office pulled off a Houdini style acquisition.
What was Atlanta thinking about? What was Atlanta thinking?
They don't. They're the Hawks, bro. They don't think. They the Hawks, but they got Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter who they want to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got Bogdan and Gallinari. They got a log jam, and they paying Cam Reddish about $8 million a year. And so, they trade Cam to us. They get a draft pick. And G-Man, I don't know if you remember this, but remember the mock draft we did during the summer?
Yep.
Remember when I kept saying trade Obi for Cam straight up? And what were you saying?
No.
Why you trade Obi? Why you trade Knox?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah. So now we're in a situation where if you're a Knicks fan, you better be excited right now. You better be hyped. If you watching this, man, you better be excited as a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? You better be walking around with your chest stuck out because the Knicks got them another young player to add to their core, and he actually fills a desperate need. Kev, when's the last time the Knicks had a small forward that could score?
Don't know. I honestly, Carmelo?
Melo, maybe. But Melo last few years, Melo wasn't really a small forward. He was a power forward in my mind that played small forward.
Exactly. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I love about this now, starting the 23rd or the 25th, the schedule for us gets real tough. It gets real hectic. So I was nervous, going into that schedule. So we had to win as many games we could before that.
Don't you have a dog?
Yeah, I do. He's right there sleeping.
Why you still scared? Because they say if you scared, get a dog.
Jeez. Anyway,
he got a little dog too.
He was only a little bit scared. Okay.
Let me finish my point. What I'm getting at is with the addition of a Cam Reddish, I'm ready to go out west and do whatever. Let's play now. Let's play. Let's do this.
Okay.
Because again, to Sergeant's point, Fournier is not going to be in our starting five, any for much longer. He's not.
I would say this, Kev.
That was definitive, bro.
He was very definitive in that statement. I would say this. I would say it depends on how this team is managed. And again, I go back to I think the scheme that we see night in and night out is predicated on who's available, number one.
Right.
And then in my mind, I would hope it would be what gives us the best matchup against the opponent. See, somebody heard their name being called.
Here, Frank. Here, Frankie.
It was good to see my boy yesterday. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was good to see my boys.
But I would say this. I would say, regardless of who we have on this roster, if not managed correctly, it's a bust. And Knicks fans, for the longest, have been enamored with, I guess, the shiny new toy in the building, right? So let's think about this for a second. Let's think about Lynn's sanity and how we were so enamored with that and how long did that last, right? We were all heads and tails to get Melo in the building, but we did absolutely nothing to prop that up and make that lasting and something that we can build on in the future. You bring a Stoudemire in here, same thing.
Okay.
So all these guys that we bring in here, it's great at the onset because we're glad we got this asset, but we don't know how to manage the asset. I hope, and I sincerely hope and pray that we don't repeat the same mistakes with Reddish, because that would be a lost cause. I'm telling you right now, I'll be so lost.
I don't think it will. But the thing about it is, you don't. Let's be real. You're not a believer in Tibbs, are you?
No.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's the see. That's and that's the of his belief, his disbelief, because he doesn't believe in Tibbs. I think Tibbs has the guy that he wants in his starting five to, so they won't get behind by 20 anymore in like the first or third quarters.
Hey, so guys, just real quick. So Free Keith is itching to get in and hang out with you guys for a few minutes.
He can't hang out with us.
So
I'm making an executive decision. He cannot hang out with us. No.
Hey, G-Man. So he said executive and decision. So, bring him in. So we got about Free Keith. We got about 15 minutes.
Bring Keith in, because I want to chop it up with him, because something he said earlier today on
15 minutes though. So
look, it's gonna be quick. So we're gonna do this in 5 minutes or less. That's what we're gonna do. So Keith, you better come in hot.
Yeah.
If you're coming in, you better come in hot.
I think Anthony D is out there too.
Yeah.
What?
I think Anthony D and Uncle Fulio.
So here we go. Freezy, this is what we're gonna do. And this is Oliver, right? We're gonna do what we call a battle royal. Bring them all in, brother.
Bring them all in. Bring them all
in.
For
the last 15 minutes of the show. Bring them all up in here.
Bring them all in.
So okay. G-Man, I talked to you at like
you did at length, but look, we're gonna cut this off at 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's all we got.
Okay.
10 minutes, fellas.
10 minutes.
All right.
Love y'all.
And he's actually inside.
I'm not even. We always outside. We always outside. That's right. I'll pull up to your corner store. I'm outside.
Come on in.
I'm outside.
My bodega.
Hey, but before we get wrapped up, so Keith, we're short of time, brother. But I want to give you at least 5 minutes to get your thoughts in, right? But one thing you said this morning on the morning drive that we talked about, the style of play, and kind of how the style of play equates to who goes off, who has the opportunity to go off, and who doesn't. I 100% agree with your take, brother. But go ahead and talk about what you're talking about.
You said who has the opportunity to go off?
Well, who has the opportunity to thrive based on the style of play that we have going on? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yo, all of them.
Exactly.
That's what the beauty. Yeah. That's what the beauty of this whole thing is. I'm not wrapped up. I like the Cam trade. I like it. It was a bag of chips. I like it. We won that trade, I think. I don't know unless
what I was thinking about.
I don't know though, unless it is that Knox just needed a new environment, and as long as Cam outperforms Knox, we won that trade.
Right.
We won that trade, but that's fine. I don't look at Cam as like, oh, now we go into the championship.
Nah, we
You know
going
what
to
I'm
the
saying? Like,
championship, bro. Nah,
but like
No.
our style of play, that it's looking like we're looking like we've been playing the last few games. That style of play, he can fit into that style of play. I'm very interested
all
to
of
see
them.
that.
All
But
of
y'all
them.
gotta back down. Y'all gotta relax off the whole like, oh, Evan not gonna be in the starting line. This, that, and the like. Yo, this cat might not even be playing for real for the first few handful of games. Y'all need to really be prepared for that.
Whoa! He's not gonna play for the. You say he's not gonna play?
Breaking news.
I said he may not. I'm just saying, like you don't know.
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he?
So
He still has to learn. Y'all act like. Why y'all talking like Cam is some big defensive stopper? Like he's just, like, yo, he still got to come in and learn. He still got to come in and learn the
Freaky.
system.
Whoa! Freaky, you're. Please tell me you're not saying that he's about equal to Fournier on defense. Please tell me you're not.
No,
saying
he's
that.
way better than Fournier.
Come on.
I'm not saying he's equal to Fournier, but he ain't Paul George. Y'all relax, yo. What we have is a bunch of talent. We have a house full of talent, and it's about to be Cats is about to be competing out their ass, and that's actually the good part to me as a fan.
Yeah, I agree. So let's be
That's
clear.
a great part, because what we're gonna get is the best product. Whoever is better, I don't care if Cam not playing if he's not the best one.
So let's be clear. And I referenced this early on when I was in and out of the show this morning.
I don't think Cam is going straight into that starting line either.
Let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting.
That's right.
On the air every day, I'm just podcasting. You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting these flows with the podcasting. Every day of my life, I'm just podcasting. Share my dreams with you, mean I'm podcasting. You can see my vision through the podcasting. But don't forget J Boogie when I'm broadcasting. I'm podcasting, he's podcasting. I've been spitting this venom since Karate Flicks. When Mr. Sims was sharing nothing but the Knicks. I guess you know by now, I seen some tough years. Now I know the reason why Freezy got them blowing tears. Closest.
My man,
Boogie.
my brother, my man.
Okay, so
when I see J Boogie, I feel safe. Don't worry, I got the bail. I got the bail money. Do what you got to do, cuz.
Okay, so check this out, fellas. Again, we up against the clock, so we're gonna have to keep this brief. So Boogie, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to come in and get yours off real quick, brother. Go ahead.
Spit your fire, brother. Spit your fire.
Yeah, I just want to say salute, 3 capital S's. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking, you know what I'm saying, that orange and blue. Shout out to everybody that's been following, supporting all the podcasts. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting me in my toughest time in my situations, you know what I'm saying. I'll be laying her to rest come Saturday morning. I've been busy all week, you know, trying to take care of my situation with my moms and everything. But I just wanted to come up and share with y'all brothers and let y'all know I appreciate y'all, every one of y'all, everybody in the chats, everybody in panels, everybody on this podcast, every other podcast. I just want to let you know that I love and appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying, the encouraging words, the uplifting spirits, and everything that I need during this, you know, most crucialest time. I don't have no experience of this right here. I should have never been hired for this situation that I am, you know, playing a role that I got to lay my moms to rest, you know what I'm saying? I have no experience as this right here. And it's hurting, but it's y'all that's going to help me get through, you know what I'm saying, more than anything, because I'm close to y'all. I share with y'all everything I have in my life, and y'all share with me what y'all have in y'all lives, you know what I'm saying? And I always take that to heart and take that into consideration on whatever I'm speaking upon, whatever I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure I give somebody some wisdom, man. Today is a better day for me, and it's also a great day for the New York Knicks, you know what I'm saying? If those don't get it and understand, I'm going to tell you exactly what just happened today. We just re-signed the 2022 version of Latrell Sprewell upon this New York Knicks team. I'm going to say it again. We just signed the 2022 Latrell Sprewell version to the New York Knicks. That's where I'm at. That's how big this signing is, this trade is, you know what I'm saying, bringing this man upon, you know what I'm saying, and I can see the future a whole lot clearer now. I'm hearing, I heard Cornerstone talking about, you know, that West Coast trip and everything. Guess what? That West Coast trip just got a whole lot easier. We just affiliated a player that can go get it in all types of formats of basketball on this team, and I salute the office for what they just did, you know what I'm saying. Great job, office, and great job, podcasters. Y'all speaking and building upon it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take too much time. Just wanted to tell y'all, yeah, I got this song called Podcasting, but this right here is called Pod Couple. And I just wanted to sit up on stage with my brother and tell you how much I love you. Matter of fact, that might be the remix. But God bless you all. You know what I'm saying? I get back to y'all real soon. Freezy, thank you for your encouraging words, your phone calls, everything. Thank you, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, everybody, man. I love y'all, man. You know, I love y'all to the fullest, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I'm going to step out y'all way, and I'm going to continue on listening. I just wanted to step up, you know, and just holler at y'all just for a second, man, to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? Bell money, man. I know you got it, man. I might need something. I'm going to see that cash app button, man. God bless y'all, man. I'm going to take off, man.
Okay. All right.
So every once in a
My fault.
Sammy.
He's not Anderson. He's Granderson.
Anderson. The guy
What
who
up?
broke the
Sam?
news to us the first time. Sergeant, this is the guy. Sam was the one that broke the news to us the first time. We're all sitting there.
Yes,
you know, going
yes,
back
that
and
was the
forth,
news breaker.
and he broke the news.
no doubt.
Hey, I'm just glad to be a part of the pod couple and be a guest on the show. That's what I'm happy for.
We're glad
Hey,
to have
great
you,
job, bro.
We're
You're doing
glad
great.
He
to have
humble. He humble.
Yes, we're glad to have you. But he
You're
broke the
doing
news.
great, bro.
He was
And
we
Sam, I tell Sam this: the only person's intro that I'm jealous of in the Blowing Sears family is yours. I'm telling you right now. That intro is fire, bro.
Hey,
It's
Freezy
fire.
did something with that one. Freezy did something with that one. I appreciate it.
I like
No doubt. It's
Cornerstone
fire.
intro too, though. Cornerstone intro make you want to just go kick in the dojo window. You know what I'm saying? You just go flying in there with subtitles under you, like
I'm Cornerstone the Barbarian. There you go.
Oh my goodness. So Sam, while you up in here,
Yo,
brother, go ahead.
Don't gas this dude.
Sam,
Yo,
go ahead.
real quick though, real quick. I just got recognized, from the from the podcast.
Hey, that's
It's real good.
crazy. That's
What?
crazy.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
yo, wild crazy, walking with my lady. Dude was like, wait, aren't you on that Knicks show?
Yo, you on that joint?
I think dude in the building I live in. Crazy.
Crazy,
Worldwide.
bro. That's
Worldwide, brother.
That's fire, bro.
Hey Sam, go ahead and give us your take, brother, on what we've been talking about.
That's fire. Hey, that's dope, bro.
So what you think?
I'm gonna be honest, y'all gotta ask me the question. I just joined on. I seen y'all was still live.
So let's go with the last question, Freezy. When we talked about Cam and
so we got like 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So we asked, is Cam Reddish the piece that's going to get the Knicks over the top?
Okay.
And so I'm looking at Paul George's numbers at age 21, and his numbers are about the same as Cam Reddish, bro.
Right.
About the same. I'm talking about everything.
Y'all gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, Freezy, I'm gonna give you one even better. I was talking to a source I was just on a space, right? And I was talking to a source, credible source for the Hawks. He said that he had conversations with T-Mac, and this was when T-Mac said it himself verbatim. He said that he likes Cam Reddish. He said that Cam Reddish was more talented than he was when he was with Toronto. And that's straight from Pierce McGrady.
Wow.
I would not lie to you guys.
Exclusive.
You know I wouldn't. So I'm just saying, this is what I've heard.
Sam with the breaking news.
Cam has all the potential in the world. He just has
That's
to put
great,
it
man.
together.
Kev, did you hear that? That's
heard it.
breaking
But
news
that's
on
the key
podcast.
part, though. That's the key part. That's why when we do those comparisons, like based on age and stats, like, dude, it's the putting it together part that's the difference. Like, are they going to put it together the same way along after that? Like,
Probably
you
not.
can't be sure of that. And I'm not. This not even me questioning Cam. I think like, yo, the future is bright. He could this, that, and the other. But like, let the man's sneakers touch the court first, yo.
Right. I'm with you, Keith. I'm with you.
Wait a
Straight
minute.
up.
So I'm with you, but I want to sleep good, bro. Tracy McGrady just said this dude was better than him.
That's cool. That's all right. But it could be Cap too.
It could be.
It could be Cap too. Look at how Cat was talking about DSJ bum ass.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you ask me,
That's how you feel. That's how you feel about me, Freaky.
No, I actually love him. He got me one of my favorite players on the team.
Oh.
I actually really dig him. So like I'm not even saying that to disparage a man. Like, but come on, trash sauce.
I'm with you.
Okay. All right. Hey, so we got to go through outros. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hold on for just a split second. So G-Man, we got to go through outros, right? I'm gonna bring up Kev first, and then you close it out.
Yep.
60 seconds, okay? Kev, you ready? You about ready to do your outro? You ready to do your outro, right? Okay, hold on. Let me find it. I don't see yours here. I don't see it, so just go. Go ahead, Kev. I don't see yours.
All right. Well, I'm glad I hope everyone enjoyed the show tonight. If you are a Knicks fan, you have to be ecstatic for what's going on. What this front office did here is something that we haven't seen since the acquisition of Carmelo Anthony. You have to be happy. I'm ecstatic of what this front office did, and I can promise you that this is just the beginning. So let's just sit back, enjoy the ride. Again, I'm happy that the road trip now towards the end of January is going to look a lot better now with Cam Reddish in the starting lineup. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and turn it over to my counterpart.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you joining us on another episode of the Pod Couple. Every once in a while, things happen in life that lets us know the things that we perceive to be important and not really. I appreciate Jay Boogie coming through. And anything that you need, Boogie, anything that you need, just reach out, let a brother know, and I got you, brother. I'm telling you, I got you. And that's the kind of fan base that we have here as New York Knicks. Again, ecstatic with the trade that happened with Cam. Let's just make sure that we're able to put that into practice and elevate this team and what we got moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back again next Thursday. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thank you for coming through. God bless. And for the visitors that came through, I appreciate you all coming through.
Yes.
Love in, love out. Good